Another method to better fine tune the movement of an animation is to actually use mates themselves. So if I take a look at my motion manager here, take a look at the assembly tree and it will show me all my components there. And down at the bottom, it will also show me a folder of all the mates within this assembly. So if I expand that, I can take a look at all the mates used to constrain my full assembly here. Down at the bottom, I have a distance mate. So this distance mate is essentially setting a distance between my two faces here. So again, I'm looking to move or close my vice component here. Essentially what I'd be doing is changing the distance between these two faces. When it's fully open, let's say, the distance between those two faces would be 0. And if I wanted to open it 20 millimeters or say, the distance mate then would be 20 millimeters between those two faces. Very commonly, distance mates and angle mates can be used within animations to again help fine tune your animation positions. So let's take a look at this. So let's say at 0 seconds, my distance mate will be as is 0 millimeters. And then I'm going to move ahead to, let's say, 2 seconds here. And then at 2 seconds, I want to change this distance mate to open slightly, say about 20 millimeters. So I can just right click on it and I have the option to edit the dimension. So click edit dimension there. And notice here, currently it's 0 millimeters. So that means the distance between those two faces is 0, or they're flush against each other. But if I said 20 now, and just hit the green check, notice now it should have made a change between those two key points for my distance mate there. And if I calculate through this, as we can see, it's moving, it's changing my distance mate from 0 millimeters distance between the two faces at 0 seconds. And it's moving, or essentially opening, 20 millimeters. So I can continue through this process. Maybe I'll move my time bar from 2 to 4 seconds here. From 2 to 4, I'll hold, let's say. So I'm just going to click on the distance, not edit it, leave it at 20 millimeters, and just place another key. So now from 2 to 4 seconds, I should just be kind of waiting. There we go. And then after 4 seconds, maybe from 4 to 6 seconds, I'm going to open slightly further. So I'll move my time bar to about 6 seconds there. Again, change my distance mate. So right click here, say edit dimension, and maybe I want this now to open another 20 millimeters. So the total distance would be 40 millimeters there. Hit the green check and calculate through. So it should now open the full 40. So if I play that from the start now, it should open about 20 millimeters, stop for 2 seconds, and open another 20 millimeters. Finally, maybe 6 to 8 seconds. Again, I'll hold for a while, so I'll go from 6 to 8 seconds here. Jump down to my distance mate, because that's what I'm changing here. And just set that key without making any changes. And here you can see my change bars coming in where a change is occurring, and blank where a change is not occurring. Then finally, maybe from 8 to 10 seconds, so I'll just move my time bar to about 10 seconds here. I'm going to close all the way back to 0 millimeters. So again, right click on my distance mate, edit dimension, and throw in back to 0 millimeters. Again, I can calculate that as well. And now I can try playing from the beginning, but we should see what we expect here. It's going to open about 20 millimeters, then pause, then open another 20 millimeters, then pause, and then close all the way back to 0. So again, using the mates like this, you just have much finer control, as I can give exact values rather than just guessing what about 20 millimeters is, give or take, just by using the click and drag method. And again, using the angle mate is going to work in the exact same manner as using the distance mate.